Hello everyone and welcome to Magic and Musings. My name is Candace, and before we do the part where we slow down and tune in and regulate our nervous system and whatnot, this is going to be, well, it was meant to be done in one video, but I had the worst freaking hay fever yesterday, so I had to cut it in half. Although I'm not even sure if I'm going to post the first 6 signs or redo them because I was sneezing and all sorts of things, runny nose, and it wasn't very glamorous. But yeah, haven't decided yet. We'll see how we go today because I'm still feeling a little bit nasally, and I can feel it like coming on now that I'm back home. There's definitely something around here that's triggering my hay fever, so yeah, we'll see how we go today. But essentially what was wanting to be done is just an energy check-in for all the signs on how or what needs to be let go of, what's happening, what's going on for the signs, or the collectives of the signs anyway. Yeah, I'm feeling, God, I hope we don't get a repeat of yesterday because that was not fun at all, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, what I said yesterday was there's some sort of, there's a sense of hyperactivity in the energy, and that was definitely me yesterday. So there's the sense that this lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is full moon, obviously, today's the second. Oh, I keep wanting to say the second. So there's something about the second, or the 22nd. There is a eclipse today. What the fuck is the date? The 7th. See, it's even like messing with with the logical. So there's something about it might mess with logic. Yeah, it might make you think you're going a little bit mad, if I'm going to be honest. Not all signs, obviously, but those in particular who have their rising signs, or maybe for some their sun signs in the mutable signs. So Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, they're probably going to be the ones that are most affected. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, there's this feeling, and I'm getting this headiness starting where it might be, yeah, the energy might be a little bit erratic, but it is also necessary. So just be mindful that you might need to ground or really invest in more self-care practices this week, especially. And obviously after that, because the energies can go beyond the point of the actual date that it occurs on. So it's the 17th today, and tomorrow is also full moon. So yeah, just be aware that the energies might be very, very interesting, and that's kind of why I wanted to do this as well, just to help navigate through this time. As I said, it's not going to affect everybody the same, but it's good to be aware of what could occur, or just to be mindful of things in general. And I'm just noticing a shakiness in the body as well. So yeah, some things are going to be maybe even for the collective that I'm starting right now, so Libra through to Pisces, there might be some shakiness, or something to do with that. But yeah, let's get straight into tuning in, like slowing down and taking deep breaths, just giving you an example of a simple practice that you can do when things start getting really energized and charged. So if you are able to shut your eyes, I will invite that. And just taking a couple of deep breaths, usually in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm not breathing through my nose right now because I do not want anything to set off this chain reaction of events that happen when I have hay fever. So yeah, just slowing down a little bit. I'm just noticing that I'm sitting quite forward, so just leaning into the back body. The same was felt yesterday. And just finding those pockets in the body that just feel softer, that feel calmer, that feel safe, wants to be said, or feels homey, cozy. And just bringing in movement if that feels like something you want to do, whatever that looks like. It doesn't have to be anything that I'm doing. It's just what you are feeling into right now. And obviously if you're driving, I don't need to keep saying this, do not shut your eyes, obviously. Yeah, just being in your own sort of space right now. I think that is a general message for everybody, is just being aware of your own space. And just finding the spaces where you can lean into more comfort, or doing things that bring you more comfort. So if you need to get a cushion, get a cushion. If you need to grab some water or a cup of tea, whatever makes you feel right, like good in this moment right now with me. I'm just noticing some tension behind the ears, so I might bring some touch. You can bring touch to the body as well. Not everyone responds to touch, so just finding ways to just to soften, just to give yourself the love, you know, give yourself some appreciation, give your body some appreciation. Can finish up with a self-hug or self-holding hug, or self-holding practice is what we call it in somatics. It's just basically a hug, self-hug. And just releasing any tension with the exhale. So really focusing on deepening that exhalation. And when you're ready, you can release the grip if you're doing a self-hold. Bringing some movement in, cracking some ankles, slowly opening up the eyes in your own time. And just reorienting back into your space, just looking around really slowly, not fixing anything, not thinking about, oh, that needs to be trashed out. I can't believe that's still there. I asked the kids to move that out. Like nothing like that, just witnessing. It's like a refamiliarization of your space. For some, I know this might be super random, but looking into, I hope I say this correctly, Ho'oponopono meditation or mantras. I'm pretty sure it's Hawaiian. I'll put it in the description. Where's my book? I'll write that down. So that's something that I did a long time ago, but that was just witnessed before. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm misspelling this, but anyway, I'll figure it out and put that in the description box. Anyway, moving along. So the energy is really calm today compared to yesterday. Obviously, because my hay fever is not all over the place right now. But just generally, there's just a general sense of calmness. I think I dropped my pens. I'm just okay. All right, so we'll start with Libra and then work our way through. Just move this here. I'm just noticing a little pain in my left hand. Hey, I'm gonna have a quick look. Left hand. The energy in the left hand is more feminine, holding on to hurts from your family, mother, sister, wife, daughter, feeling isolated and lonely, not knowing how to take care of yourself or find a clear path or direction, resisting life and looking for handouts rather than taking charge, handling situations and learning from these to become stronger and more empowered. So that might not be for everybody. That might just be a message for some, but that was definitely noticed because my hand was fine before. Yeah, okay. So that might be for Libra because I'm just about to start Libra's read, or it just might be for whoever resonates. Okay. So let's begin with Libra. What do we need to see for Libra during the week of the lunar eclipse and potentially a period of time after that? I guess we can say from the lunar eclipse to the end of September. Sometimes it carries through even further. It just depends. Okay, what do we need to know for the Libra collective? What do we need to see? Okay. What do we need to see for the Libra collective? We're talking current energies. What do we need to potentially release during this full moon? Any support that we might need? Just things that we need to become aware of in general. I feel like for the Libras, most of you are already aware or can sense the energy. And as I say that, the psychic card comes out. Okay, I'm just hearing the garbage truck outside, so you might actually hear that through the video. So for some, you're literally taking out the trash. You're letting go of things that no longer serve you. I mean, we ask, what are we letting go of? So yeah, I think definitely, and I'm just, it might be to do with people that, or energies or characters that are not supportive. I'm just sensing this need to lean back and have, just get some more support from my seat. So yeah, it could be to do with support or friendships or relationships, connections where, and can't make this shit up. I wasn't even looking at that card and I said the word friendship, so damn. Okay, that one definitely wanted to fly out. Knowledge. And we also have jealousy that came out at the same time. Okay, so I'll show you the cards and then we can have a little chat. So we've got divinity. I did show you the psychic card, friendship, and then knowledge and jealousy came out together. So yeah, I get there's a sense that for a lot of Libras, and obviously if you're being pulled to this reading, there's a reason for it. there may be, oh, I forgot to switch that off. Interesting. There may have been a collective of Libras that have literally switched off of, well, switched off, or turned the noise, literally like turned the noise down in their lives. And this, I feel like that, even though this is weird and random little things that's been picked up, these are the things that are being noticed, and so I'm speaking to that. So obviously it might not resonate for you, but this I'm just speaking to it. There are Libras that, yeah, maybe switching off from the world, you know, just maybe not watching the news, or not deep diving onto social media, just but maybe like taking a step back and just finding a deeper sense of purpose, finding a deeper sense of self, even with the divinity. I will pull some clarifying cards out, but there may be some deep insights that are coming through, or things that like with the knowledge card here, you could be gaining a lot of knowledge, either a physical, tangible knowledge. I'm just witnessing this energy in my third eye. So yeah, for a lot of you, it's you're gaining intuitive insights with the psychic card here. You're gaining intuitive insights. You're forming connections with people, or choosing to, or wanting to form connections with people that, even relationships, I won't speak to that quite yet, but you may be, yeah, wanting to surround yourself with people that, what wants to be said is like on the same path, or questioning the same things, or feeling the same things, like surface level, with the turning off of the speaker, the surface level things might not be interesting you anymore. You might be looking at deeper ways of connecting with people. So yeah, what you may need to let go of, or what this week might look like for you, if you're not in this space, is just listening to your intuition about whatever comes up and pops up this week, because eclipses, full moons, lunar, or especially eclipses, are an opportunity for us to really sit and reflect on the things that are unconscious, the things that we're not aware of. So you may either become aware of some things that are just not working out for you anymore, whatever that is, right? Like that could be mindset or behavior, or some might be questioning their faith, even with the divinity here. Like, is this still aligning for me? Do I still feel connected to that? Hand is still sore. That is so bizarre. Oh my gosh. And I've just witnessed I've got a cut on it. So I might need to get a band-aid. Looks like it's gonna bleed. I might have had a paper cut. So there's something about, I feel like with this is so bizarre, but as I said, I just speak to whatever pops up in real time. We're speaking present moment here, but there may be some things that you become aware of that might be really small, but they hurt like a bitch, you know, that they're so, like, they're little things, but it might I want to say, I don't know why the word elevate came out, but it's more like agitate. And I just seen a little gecko outside, and what are geckos known for? Like, you cut off their tail and, you know, they it grows right back, or they can be a little bit noisy at times. So there's something to do. This is so interesting. There's something to do with maybe even reptiles. You might be experiencing some reptile-like activity or behavior from the people around you, or something strange. There's definitely here with this cut, as I said, you might have small things come up this week that are, you know, if you look at the bigger picture, might be really small, but for some reason there's something about it that is either quite painful or irritating or something to that effect. So yeah, you might need to really sit with what you're not connecting with on a, let's call it spiritual level, like what's not aligning for you, whether that be, let's just say, belief systems, or you know, if you're going through some sort of journey in your spirituality, or like you're on a healing journey, there may be some things that come up that will be shown to you, because I feel like there's a lot of insight coming on for the Libra collective. You are air energy as well, so there's that. But a lot of things are going to be shown to you, or you may realize within yourself as you're pulling away from all the noise or all of these things that no longer serve you, as you know, cut people out. There might be cutting out of either feminine characters, like female type characters in your life, or people in their feminine energy, but perhaps not. I'm not getting that. I'm getting like female type energies, you know, take that how it resonates. So that there may be a cutting out of that in your life, or they may be creating some sort of irritation, agitation, pain, or have been. And so now there's this part of you that is really sitting with that this week in particular, or around this time in September anyway, where you're really going, okay. And it might be friends, it might be friendships, or, you know, deep connections, or even just acquaintances where yeah, they're just not, because I feel like for a lot of Libras, there's been a lot of shifts happening, and so part of that shift is really just realigning yourself, recalibrating, and figuring out what stays and what goes, right? Because not everything can go on this journey with us. So and then on the other side, you may be looking to receive some more support, or looking for new friends, new connections that that come into your awareness. And that card is number 17. It is the 17th today. I'm just getting that waviness in the head again. What's this about? Some of you may need to, and this is very conceptual, but some of you may need to look into unblocking your vision in a way, like clearing, or you're in a process of clearing any thoughts about certain things that just are not aligning with you, either shifting your perspective about people, or you know, some might be literally letting go of it. As I said, it depends on what your rising sign is. So I do find it curious that the jealousy card has come out with knowledge, and I feel like for, you know, just with looking at these cards here, I feel like for a lot of you, there might be, you know, some sort of jealous energies around you as you're stepping into this shifted perspective. I don't really like saying new version, old version of you. It's all the same version. We're just unraveling more from concepts and beliefs and thought patterns and mindset and all that. So I feel like as you are going through this process, then there may be people who perhaps these are the types of people that you're letting go of, people that are not quite supporting you on this journey, people that are not or don't see, you know, eye to eye, eye to eye, with you, or with your, like, the trajectory that you're on as you're learning, either if you're in a practical sense, if you're learning more skills, there might be some people who might be questioning you, like maybe gaslighting you for some, but just questioning, like, well, why are you doing that for? Like, why are you going to church for? Like, for some of you might be going to church. Why are you going to church for? Or why are you meditating for? What are you doing all this for? Like, what is the point? That kind of thing. Doesn't have to be, but that might be for some. And also with that jealousy card and the knowledge card, with the that's called an evil eye there, they might need, you know, you might need to put some boundaries around, or you might be looking into ways of protecting yourself in the spiritual sense, or in the physical sense. So like doing research, doing, like looking into amulets. The evil eye is an amulet that protects you against, you know, energies that are not in support of you. So for some, there might be that type of situation. So all of this is sort of coming out for you this week. But let's get some clarity. Let's get a card for each just to go a little bit deeper. So tell me about divinity. Yeah, so you might be dealing with people that, like fiery energy, people that are either fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that like jealousy is coming through strong, you guys, because Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands are here in reverse. Yeah, you might not even know about this. You might not even be aware of, but maybe this week you are going to become aware of this sort of energy around you, because you're in a different space, you're in a different energy, so you might not even be seeing that, or you might not even care for some, you know, but you're definitely working towards something. Like trying to master something. Some of you might be starting a business. And yes, with this friendship, these friendships, I should say, Two of Swords here, so there might be some decisions around, you know, who gets to go, who gets to stay. It's really interesting because we've got the friendship. Am I losing cards already? We've got the friendship here with the two arrows, and then we've also got the Two of Swords with the arrows. So, or it's going like such. So yeah, you might be at a crossroads with, you know, who goes on this journey with you, who stays, who's something about loyalty, you know, are people really supporting you? Or who's supporting you and who's not? And that can look different for everybody, right? But there's also a need to say, to be wary of your perception of this as well. You know, like, be really discerning with just, you might not have to, how does this want to be said? You might not have to actually physically do anything or take action on it, like completely cut them off, or have a conversation with them where you say, listen, this is not working out. It might just be an internal process where you're like, I'm probably going to be spending less time with such and such until I can gain more information, gain more knowledge about what this is about. So this might be in regard to these jealous types of energies. Because most of the time, a lot of our interactions with people, like how we feel about that, is perception. It is whether it's feelings that we then interpret as instinct. It doesn't always work like that. Sometimes the mind tricks us into thinking that people don't have our best intentions. Sometimes that is massively just perception. So I feel like with the knowledge card here, you're really leaning into trusting yourself, turning towards, you know, self, as in God, source consciousness, whatever you want to call it, and just lean into gaining more information through just the process in general. Let's get one more. Yeah, the energy is so different today compared to yesterday. Much calmer. I don't know if it's the lower half of the astrological cycle, but yeah, there's definitely a lot more peace, and I'm deeply appreciative for that, because yesterday was... So I don't know if I should just post that, those readings, or just leave it be. I'm not sure yet. Okay. So what is this about? What's that about? Oh, the Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is because we've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but then we've got the Ace of Swords. So I feel like with more clarity will bring more stability. Will bring, whether that be financial, whether that be, you know, call it abundance, whether that be like new friendships, new relationships, just prosperity and success in general. Yeah, there's a need to just take your time and just be present. Just like watch the wave of thought, watch the wave of, like, just be a witness. Maybe, you know, do take that step back and just see everything, watch everything unfold in front of you without necessarily having to make any decisions about it. All right, that's enough of the tarot for now. Let's get some clarity. Well, not clarity, okay? For some, you might need clarity, or just leaning into as I said, leaning into what is happening for you this week. Let's get a couple more messages for the Libra collective. Anything else for Libras? Reveal. Yeah, retrograde reveal. So just being aware of, for some you might need to review your resources, and then for others just reviewing in a witnessing sense what is current, and just allowing what is not in alignment to fall away. Just let it go. Okay, that is the Libras. We will be moving on to Scorpio. Also, I should mention, or I should have actually mentioned it in the beginning, but yeah, big changes are coming this week. And I got a feather. I saw a feather yesterday. Was it yesterday? What's today? Tuesday. Yep, yesterday. And it's a white feather with black on it. And so in, feather lore, L-O-R-E, a white feather with black on it indicates big changes coming. So that will probably be the heading of the readings. But yeah, so we're at Scorpio. Let us know, what do our Scorpio friends need to know, need to let go of during this time of the lunar cycle? What support do they need? What do they need to see? What do we need to see for Scorpios? So this is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. And sometimes we'll watch signs and will resonate completely. So just seeing where that is in your chart. Also getting that like a heaviness in the head right now. Something about not being clear, not being, or being unclear, uncertain about something. Questioning maybe. All of that together. Okay, the energy is really, really chatty. For the Scorpios. Very chatty. Which is interesting because Scorpios are usually a sign that is quite mysterious and don't really put all the cards out on the table. But yeah, it's just everything is wanting to come out at the moment. One more. Okay, we've got two more. And we're losing cards. And we're starting. We're on a roll. My goodness. Where's this fucking card? So you might be looking for something. Things have maybe unraveled a little bit. And there's something that you're seeking. That might be for a very small amount of the Scorpio collective. Let me just reorganize myself here after I've dropped the cards. Okay, there might be need for deep breaths. We've got a stormy. So for some, you might be going through a period of, like I said, that headiness feeling, that feeling of being unclear or uncertain, or What's being shown to me is like a boat, because, and I'm looking at a boat right now, looking at you in a boat, but there's just fog everywhere. This is the visualization I'm getting. But with this stormy card, it looks like, yeah, there's a little bit of cloudy. I don't know if you can see that these cards are pretty dark. There's a bit of cloudiness on the top, but the water's pretty rough. And for some of you, you might be traveling on a boat, so just be aware of that this week if you are. With the safe travel card, like, we're not trying to scare people here. It's just there's just it's just what's been shown here, right? Always use your discernment with these types of messages. But yeah, there's something that you're going through that is quite could be like a little bit tumultuous, whether that's internal or external to you. And then we had these three come together. So this is magic, earth, but then you get the jealousy card with that as well. So Scorpio, something might be in your energy right now where I want to actually read up on the magic, because that can mean so many different things before I say anything else. Okay. So yeah, for some of you, you might be getting into a space of getting to know yourself on a like deeper level, or figuring out things about yourself that you might not have known about, or I might have to get some more clarity on these because they're not quite making sense to me. Or just sit with the energy for a little bit. Some of you could actually be working with like the elements, like the elementals, or with ritual. You might be looking into ritualistic practices. And this is coming through, but I don't usually support these types of messages, but I'm just going to say it. For some, there may be jealousy around whatever it is that you're working on, or something that you are exploring right now that is allowing you to show up in your in a different way, in a way that might not resonate with everybody. You know, like, people love to have their opinions about things and their projections about certain things, especially if you're working with things like perhaps you're a tarot reader, or you're, you know, creating little, like an altar for yourself with rituals, or you're exploring like magic with a K. You're exploring things that are or like the unknown, whether that's external or within yourself. But there's a grounding energy here, so I feel like, you know, you're quite grounded throughout this process. Or yeah, you could be working with like earth energy. You might be doing a lot of like rituals around, and I say the word rituals, right? People think rituals, you're doing magic, black magic and stuff like that. I'm talking about spending more time outdoors, like or finding the magic in the outdoors, like finding the magic in nature and figuring out how like learning things about yourself through nature. And there may be people, because we've got the friendship card here also, there may be people around you that might not necessarily understand it or be okay with it, but that's their projection. You know, you do you, boo. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody, you do you. And I mean physically or, you know, mentally, in the form of like manipulation and deceitfulness and that sort of thing. It's, you just explore, you're getting to know yourself in a way that you might not possibly have. And maybe this is why this is like a tumultuous time, is because you might be dealing with people who don't get it, who don't or not don't get it, they just don't understand why you're doing this, for some. But there's a need to just be in your own space and let go of. We're in the thick of full moons and eclipse season, so this might be coming up for you. This might be shown to you, like this is what you may have to look into or explore, especially now. And I'm getting this interesting sensation at the back of my head. What's that about? I'm just going to sit with that energy for a moment, because it's not quite clear what that's about. I'm going to leave that there, and if it comes out, I might get some clarity on it with the tarot. But yeah, I'm not that. It's a very it's like it's like tension, but not a tension headache. It's like tension, or almost like, I don't want to say stabbing in the back, but it's interesting that it's at the back of my head. It's like, I'm getting this vision of, you know, when people do that thing at the back of your neck where they grab you like that, and, you know, put you down. Like, I'm getting that sort of vision. It's like, that is so bizarre. Like taking you down to the ground almost. What I'm getting from that, and this is so random and so bizarre and so weird, but whatever, we roll with it here, is this someone trying to put you down, as in like trying to make you see that this, whatever this process is here with this magic card, it's not reality, or it's not practical, or there's something about like, I'm getting this audio with it as well. It's like, can you see, this is the ground, this is this is the this shit is all bullshit. Oh, this is weird. That might be for some people, where they're exploring spirituality maybe, or paganism, or just something different to what was done before, something different to what was explored before, and it's a very tumultuous or very tension-like experience for you. Whew, I want to leave that there. Okay. So yeah, there's a need to let go of people who you don't feel are supporting you, who are not holding you down, but are lifting you up, who are just being more supportive in general, being a grounding, stable energy while you're going through this process too. So we've also got friendship that came out together with safe travel and full moon. So as I said, some of you might be traveling with friends around this time. So I don't feel like there's any warnings around that. This might be actually a, you know, this may take it as it resonates. This might be happening, and this is actually a good thing because full moons speak of release. And you may need to actually feel into how is this wanting to be said? Like things that are also have sort of completed a cycle, whether that be friendships or connections, something that has you know, completed, is finished now, and it's time to move forward. Like, cause it kind of reminds me, the safe travel card also kind of reminds me of the world card. Is it the world? Yeah, the world card in the tarot. So you might be going to see friends from a distant land, or there's something to do with something coming around full circle. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you might be connecting with people that are of a different background to you, or different belief systems, maybe meeting new people, making new connections that are more supportive or who are aligned with you. Full moons can speak of, you know, releasing the things that are no longer in alignment with you. So you may be meeting people who are more aligned, and they might be at a distance. They might not be in the country or the area that you live in. They might be at a distance. So safe travels doesn't mean like going overseas necessarily. It can just mean just exploring different things that you might not necessarily have explored before. Then we've got truth. These came out together, truth and guides. So I do feel like you're going to be getting clarity around this, especially during this time. The guides kind of look like water. So I just actually want to see what that representation is, because yeah, that makes me think of water. Paint blue. Okay, so the symbol is spirits. Paint blue is often seen on porches, doors, and ceilings. This practice was thought by the Gula people to ward off and keep ghosts away from the home. The color was to mimic the appearance of the sky while tricking the ghost into passing through, or to mimic the appearance of water, which ghosts traditionally could not cross. Interesting. You are also a water sign, so... And the truth card is also this blue color. So yeah, you may come into clarity about things that, or you might be guided in towards things that are stepping away from like anything that's creating disharmony. I haven't even looked at the tarot yet, so these readings are probably going to go on for days, but there's a strong emphasis of water. So you might even be traveling to water or around water or spending time around water, because there's 3 cards that are making me think of water here. Let's get some clarity with the tarot. Oh. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, what else do our Scorpio friends need to know about this week? It's not even shuffling properly, so You might have people pulling at your energy as well. So just being aware of that. Okay, let's get some clarity on some stuff. Yeah, I feel like travel is highlighted here. Whether that be physical or like a journey that you're on with... Damn, what is going on with these cards? They're just flicking the fuck out. So we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this could be someone disrupting your plans or, you know, missed opportunities sometimes. But yeah, it could be about someone in your energy not necessarily supporting you, and might engage in things that are, please use your discernment with this, might engage in things that are either harmful or painful or just out of spite, like wanting to... And with the sword there, it's just like that cutting energy that I got in the Libra reading. But yeah, someone just wanting to harm, and I don't mean physically harm, I just mean like not seeing, just staying with this energy right now. Someone might actually be causing confusion for you, creating confusion. Yeah, Six of Wands reverse. Someone might not have your best interest at heart. They might have some ill intention, or they may have betrayed you in some way or another. Okay, what's this magic card about? But for some of you, because I've just asked about the magic, and you've got the Six of Cups, so I feel like for some of you, you have explored this in the past. Like there's something about this that is nostalgic. Like, for example, and I'm using my personal experience here. When I was growing up, when I was a teenager, I came into astrology. It just kind of fell into my lap. I was very curious about it. I loved it. And because of my upbringing and the religion that I was in, you know, we're not allowed to do all the things like astrology and tarot and all that. So I kind of let it, even though I still had that belief and that interest and it excited me, I kind of let that fall away because I had these other things that were, I mean, I was a kid, right? I was a teenager. But now it's come back around, and I'm really exploring that now. So this might be something that, with the magic card here, that you are just rediscovering, either something you're rediscovering about yourself. It doesn't have to be about spirituality or religion, whatever. It might be something that you're rediscovering about yourself that you kind of had an inkling about in the past. Or it could be an old friend or someone from your past coming in to kind of remind you of that. Or there's also, that's the person that is... but it's not in reverse. I don't feel like it's... I feel like this is like a remembrance. This might be a remembrance of some sort. Truth. Tell us about the truth. So I was talking about the world, and we've got the world in reverse, and also the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be, you might receive clarity about some obstacles, or maybe the reason why you didn't follow through with all of this, or it might be to do with why you didn't finish, or you might be receiving clarity or some guidance of some sort about why you didn't, why your journey was not to follow that path, if that makes sense. Like why there was that break in that path, and why it's coming back into you being now. So this might be happening for you this week. I think you're going to get some ideas or clarity about why there was some sort of disturbance or interruption in the process, why things just didn't work out in a certain way. Interesting week for you, Scorpios. Okay, let's get some clarity. Or not, I keep saying that. No, we are just getting some extra messages. But for some, you might be getting clarity. Well, you've got the truth card here. So you're coming into some sort of awareness or truth, whether that be from a higher space, or more centered, grounded space, or or presence, or whether someone from your past maybe, or just someone in your energy is going to express that to you. So we've got second house resources. Yeah, so for some of you, it might have affected your resources here with the Seven of Pentacles. Like you might be doing something that you have to do because you have to do it, pay the bills, but not because you love to. Let's get one more. So yeah, interesting. Let's get one more. Climate. Yeah, so things might be very tumultuous this week. Not for everybody, obviously. And it doesn't have to be outside of you. It could be like within your head, because I was getting a lot of that. Like you can't see out of the water. You can only see what's in the boat. Like you only see what's around you. There's no clear way forward. But I feel like that is going to happen here with the truth. There's going to be some sort of clarity around this. If you are in a space of tuning into presence and tuning into yourself and listening to, just operating from that centered space. Okay, so that is for the Scorpios. Please, if you do resonate with this, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what's going on for you, because I'm really curious. And let me know at the end of the week how things have kind of worked out for you. But if you don't feel comfortable to comment, please send me an email and we can, I'd like to connect with you. Other than that, do subscribe so that you get other messages or other videos that I post. Have an amazing week. I know it's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna be a very interesting week. Stay grounded, stay centered. Really be present with everything going on. Take a step back if you need to. Slow down and really observe it as the observer, not from a space of reactivity, but from a space of balance and from a heart space. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I am going to go rest now. Good day. I don't know. I need to rest. Bye-bye.